So October was an interesting month, obviously. I had an interesting came up, obviously 18 months ago. You were trying to get offers in immediately. You were not worried about anything that was happening. Get it bought. Obviously things have changed right now. I've got a client that was interested in a condo. We were watching it, following it, getting his home ready to go on the market. A little slower than we should have been. In the meantime, the condo sold because we weren't ready. So now the home they've been waiting for finally came up, and because we weren't ready to hit the market on their side, they weren't able to buy before they sold. They missed out on the condo again. So now we're back at square one. So even though the market has changed and it's gone more to a buyer's market, doesn't mean you can sit back and wait for things to come to you or think they're going to wait for you.
So yeah, it's all about being ready, and whether it's financially, having your mortgage pre-qualification in place, or physically preparing your current home for sale. There's often a to-do list. I'd say 100% of the time there's at least something that has to be done, and if you drag your feet on that and you're not ready when the time comes, you might regret it. On the buy side, I just recently, I had people looking at one of my listings. The agent came in a week prior to submitting an offer. They came in multiple times, two showings, sent the status certificate in advance, only after 40 days to find themselves in competition on the day they decided to submit the offer, and that party wasn't successable. The other party got the house.
Whereas if they'd come in a week earlier, they probably wouldn't have been competing with anybody.
Well, and they'd been through the house, but they, for whatever reason, thought that time was on their side. You just never know.
No, you don't. So one of the challenges, the market's changed. Obviously, we've probably switched more to a buyer's market now than even a balanced market. With a listing on the market today, it's more important than ever to be priced right. Everybody's going to obviously come in and want to try and get a deal, and that's what a lot of people have been waiting for. It doesn't mean you got to price really low and hope to come up, nor should you be pricing really high expecting the people to come down. I think you still need to price your property market correct, and be willing to negotiate your deal where need be. But one of the challenges today is people are still hung up on that high price point, the high watermark of the early 2022.
Yeah, they've got high expectations, they've got long memories for what their neighbor might have got even last year or 2 years ago. That's a different market. The market changes every day. And you have to be looking at current data for your neighborhood, current comparables as best you can. If you can't find anything close, of course, then maybe we'll go back a bit further and time adjust. But those sellers, they remember that number their neighbor got, and it might not. That was a different time.
And it's very easy to do that in a subdivisional home or in a subdivision where a lot of the homes, built by the same builder or same kind of design homes. When you get into custom homes in highly desirable areas, that becomes a little more challenging to deal with.
Different game for sure.
Especially when you're in the higher end price point, the luxury price point, where homes don't typically sell in a couple of days. You could be months on the market because you just don't have the same pool of buyers. So all the more important to be priced right, so when those buyers are out there looking, you're going to get their attention and get them in.
Well, the other thing to consider is, like I said, the market's moving every day. And if you're priced wrong, expecting some number that is maybe unrealistic, what's going to happen is when the time finally comes that you've maybe realized, okay, we do need to make an adjustment, some time has passed. And during that time, the market may have changed and possibly worse. You don't want that to happen.
No. You don't want to chase the market.
Now you're even further behind.